It's part of our pre-workout series. Normally these are to sort of fire you up. This one's a bit more relaxed, though. Give you a different state while entering the gym, one of respect and humility. My advice, and it might sound a bit weird, is bow when you enter the gym. Bow. People are gonna look at you funny, but after a while they'll just ignore it. Yeah, bow when you enter the gym. Where did I get this from? I got this from Japanese martial arts. In the dojo, dojo means place of the way. Dojo is not a place you learn to fight, it's a place you transform yourself. So you can have a martial arts dojo, you can have a meditation dojo, there's different types of dojos, obviously karate, aikido, etc. And what the Japanese have really worked out is this idea that there needs to be a place where we go to refine ourselves. So I trained in Tokyo for a while, and when you go there, you meet these old guys, 6:30 a.m., you go to what's called Hombu Dojo, which is like a home dojo, like aikido or wherever. And you go in, there's these old guys, and they've been coming every day before work, because they're business guys, whatever, normal Tokyo guys. They go to the 6:30 a.m. class. They've gone with a teacher for years, his father, sounds like 3 generations of teachers, And 6:30, 7 a.m., then they go to work. They're in work, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever. And every day they come and eat, they call it polishing their spirit, polishing their way of being. And they take off their work clothes, they come in their suit, and then no one's a businessman, no one's rich or poor in there. They put on their uniform, which is the same for everyone, it's black and white, it's not any belts in Aikido, traditionally. And they bow when they enter. And that says, I respect this place. It also says, put aside my life. Put aside my life. Now, if your life's troubled right now, when you go to the gym, this is a great idea. For me, the gym's my happy place. You know what I mean? It's a place where whatever's going on in my life, money stress, girlfriend stress, work stress, health stress, whatever, when I go to the gym, is simple. The simplicity of steel. I love the simplicity of steel. And it's also intentional. We shouldn't be casual about the gym, right? Work hard, have a nice time, but don't be casual about it. I see too many people casual on their phones, texting, whatever. If we look at the gym as a sacred place, a place of transformation, as a dojo, bow when you enter. It could just be a little nod. Some people like a namaste if you don't want to bow. I know, like for religious traditions, some like Jews and stuff can't bow. Some sort of gesture, put your hand on your heart, do like a kung fu sign, a namaste, something symbolic, little thing, little nod even, that says, now I'm entering a place to work on myself. Now I'm entering a place to work on myself. Yeah, this is a place where it's for me to develop myself. I'm not trying to get anywhere, I'm not trying to achieve anything. You might have targets, but the key focus is on your own development, physically, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. The Japanese regard this as totally common sense. Yeah, sometimes in Western culture you have like third place, a place that's not work or home. I think the dojo, the gym can become that place, a place where we say, this is for me, it's just to work on myself. It's for the wider world, I'm making myself something to be of service, and now I'm focused. That's why I always say, like, have your gym clothes. Don't work out, don't go to work, if you work from home, don't wear the same clothes all day. Have that separation. It's really important. That separation. Psychologists talk about this. So I bow. Bow when I enter. Nod, whatever you need to do. And the same when you leave. When you leave, it's the same thing. It's like, okay, I'm leaving it behind. Whatever happened in the gym stays there. Yes, I take the qualities with me, but that is over. I'm back to work now, back to my family, whatever it is. People need this transition, right? It's become like a cliche that men often like wait in their car for a few minutes before they go in the house after work. They're just getting their head together. Yeah, so that transition can really be helped. The other reason you bow for the gym is humility. Humility. This is not a virtue that most people talk about. We live in a very egoic world. A lot of ego lifting happens in the gym. People hunking weight around. It's not even good for them. Here's the thing about the gym. It will punish a big ego. Maybe not right away. If you're like 18, 20 listening to this, high testosterone, you might get away with it for a year or two. If you're super enhanced, you might get away with it for a few years longer. But eventually, trust me as a 44-year-old, you won't get away with a big ego. You just don't get away with it. Yeah. The gym punishes anyone who doesn't have humility. I mean, that's true of life. The only difference is the feedback loop is much more direct and reliable in the gym. You know, at my age, if I try and ego lifting for 1 or 2 sessions, I'm coming out with some pain, coming out with some injuries if I'm not lucky. So having humility, it's like we respect the weight, and you get that, right? If you're under like a heavy squat, a really serious squat, whatever that is to you, you understand that this is to be respected. This is not most of life, it's very casual, you know? It should be like this driving, I'd say, as well. You know, anything when you're dealing with life and death. Those of you who operate heavy machinery, you know, if you carry a sharp knife, you're a surgeon, whatever. That feeling of like, I'm holding a sharp knife. You don't mess around if you're driving a truck or you're a surgeon. You don't mess around. You know you're dealing with life and death. I used to work in NGOs and war zones, and there's a way in which it's much more serious. There's a respect when you go, okay, if we fuck this up, people are going to die. If we don't deliver this food, people are going to die. That's focuses the mind. Same is true in the gym. You could really hurt yourself, and you know, go on YouTube, you'll see some horrible injuries for people when they get their ego involved. They start doing silly shit. Respect the gym, respect the weight, man. The iron does not care who you think you are. It will punish you if you think you're a bigger man than you are. It teaches you humility. We can approach the gym with humility. Doesn't mean we don't push our edges, doesn't mean we don't make an effort, but with humility. And I said, every lifter I know learns that. Every martial arts, you know, like jiu-jitsu guys, I know a lot of BJJ guys, I've done a bit of BJJ, and people are humble because you get choked out. You know, there's always someone that can choke you out. It is humbling doing BJJ. It is humbling. And that's the wonderful thing. You know, in our egoic world, where we say, I'm the boss of me, no one tells me what to do. Nah, it's not the way happiness lies in my experience. My experience is being a servant. You know, the Orthodox people even talk about being a slave of God. So this is a translation from Russian, I believe, but it has a slightly different meaning. But being a servant, that is where happiness is. Coming with humility. The bow is you make yourself a little bit lower, not this young guy puffing yourself up. No one buys that shit anyway, right? If you have real confidence, see someone who's got real confidence, they've got a humility, they've got a relaxation. They're not trying to puff themselves up or prove anything. You see guys like that in the gym, you know? So yeah, that's what I bow when I enter the gym. So this pre-workout's a little different. Instead of trying to pump you up, gear you up, that's fun sometimes. It's fun a lot of the time. But this is a different message. Take it humbly. Maybe you've got an injury right now, maybe you want to avoid an injury. Bow when you enter the gym. Just feel what that does to your heart, feel what that does emotionally when you bow. I got it from the Japanese and many years in martial arts, and it's a beautiful gesture. Again, adapt it if you need to. You know, the Namaste is nice too. You see like the Thai guys do that. It's a Thai boxing guys do that as well. It's a beautiful gesture. Thai monks and Thai boxers. So there's something like that. So yeah, it sounds a little strange, but give it a try. Bow when you enter the gym.